All right, joining me now is Alan Bonner. He's a crisis management expert. He joins us now in studio. Alan, why is rail transit such an easy target?
Well, it's porous. Tens of thousands of people go into a subway system or a rail system every day, and tens of thousands of people leave. So it's really easy to plant something in there, disrupt it. If you can't get into the stations, you can then blow a rail 5 miles down the road. It's just a very easy target.
So how do you then protect areas like this? Because you want it to be safe but also effective for getting people through.
Yeah, you can't lock down a system that has a lot of holes in it. A building, a sports stadium, a mass transit system. But what you can do is make it what's called a hard target instead of a soft target. Cameras are a bit of a deterrent. No garbage cans mean there's no place to put a bomb. Making a more visible presence by security officers is a bit of a deterrent as well. Occasional inspections and changing of routines so that the terrorists can't case the place too easily. All those things can help a bit.
And is this what terrorists target? They target these soft targets, as you call them. What other places are we talking about?
Well, you know, if somebody can, remember the purpose of terrorism is simply terror. That is the end result. If you can cause people to stop shopping, if you can cause them to stop using mass transit and go to work, stop using the airlines and cause airlines to go bankrupt, you've achieved your end. So there are a lot of soft targets in a democratic society.
Including what you were saying, shopping malls and all sorts of things.
Tall office buildings.
What about domes? I mean, sports centers as well, right?
Indeed. Anytime you have people going in and going out en masse, it is very difficult to check them all. So there's this concept of concentric circles of security where maybe you can use cameras and some other devices that I mentioned to make that facility a little safer. But what about the neighborhood, the city, the country, and ultimately making the world safer? This is an incident. This is the kind of stuff that we're going to get out of through diplomacy and through social science and through academic exchanges and understanding people better, because you can't lock down a subway system or a city.
No, you can't. But well, you can try and make it, safer. Are there other transit systems you see in the world that actually work?
Well, I haven't done an exhaustive survey of them, of course, but I do business in London and New York and Washington, and I am really impressed with London's. There haven't been garbage cans there for a long time.
It's not dirty either.
No, it's in good shape, and there are very nice both public and private policing agents and cameras that make you feel pretty safe in the London Tube.
What's wrong with Canada's system? Is there something wrong with it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we have lulled ourselves into a false sense of security, that, there is no safe place in the world anymore. We're all in one world. It's just like the environmental issue. And it's time to take a look at whether we want anybody to be able to drive into any underground parking lot in any of our big cities and park there with no scrutiny. That doesn't sound like a great idea. The one place you might start is with rental cars. Why is a rental car going into that building? What about cameras? What about checking? What about the idea of keeping our buildings a little safer through both scrutiny and limiting access?
Okay, thanks so much for talking to us, Alan.
Pleasure.